Buy now, pay later, aka BNPL, is hot today. And the BNPL market is expected to double by 2024, which will represent more than $100 billion in sales. As more shoppers opt for buy now, pay later, as a business, you cannot sit on the sidelines or you will miss out. In this video, we'll go over the benefits and risks of partnering with a BNPL service as a merchant. At the end, I will walk you through the questions that will help you find the best provider for your business, so stick around. If you're new here, my name is Kasey and I run Luck & Co agency, where we help 7- and 8-figure e-commerce brands maximize their revenue from email and SMS. If you'd like to support me and my team in making more free videos for YouTube, where I share exactly how we help our DTC brands grow, please hit that like button right now. And subscribe to the channel so YouTube gives us some love. Thank you so much. So first, let's quickly go over what exactly buy now, pay later is. The basic premise of all BNPL services is that they let customers pay for purchases in a few installments, often interest-free. To consumers, they position themselves as a better alternative to credit cards. About 50% of BNPL users find it easier to make payments towards their BNPL accounts versus credit cards. Additionally, buy now, pay later gives consumers a stronger sense of control over their financials. And finally, BNPL services are especially popular with younger populations, where people don't have a credit card yet because they either don't qualify for one or they choose not to get one. To merchants, BNPL services position themselves as a way to grow your sales, grow AOV, and conversion rates. The business model of most BNPL providers is that they take a cut of every transaction that they facilitate, somewhere between 4 and 6% in most cases. And sometimes they also charge merchants other fees as well. While the fees that a merchant pays to buy now, pay later services might seem steep, there might be major benefits of using them. Let's go through those benefits as well as questions that you should be asking yourself as you choose your BNPL provider. Higher average order value. A global investment bank, RBC Capital Markets, estimates that having a BNPL option on your website lifts the average ticket size between 30 and 50%. That's along the lines of what all major BNPL providers claim as well. Higher conversion rate. The same investment bank also estimates that having a BNPL option increases retail conversion rates 20 to 30%. An analysis by SimilarWeb of the top 100 US fashion and retail websites compared 50 merchants that offer a buy now, pay later option at checkout and 50 that do not. On average, sites with a BNPL option saw a conversion rate of 6% compared with 4% for those that do not. While this is a small sample size, it confirms the trend towards a higher conversion rate, in this case, all the way up to 50% increase. New customers. Having a BNPL option at checkout can also attract customers that the store wouldn't have gained otherwise. The CEO of Macy's said that adding a buy now, pay later option increased the acquisition of new, younger customers for that store. A leading online travel agency, Priceline, confirmed a similar result. Using their A/B testing platform, they've proven that they're getting incremental new customers who wouldn't have booked with them if they didn't have a buy now, pay later service. So, to summarize, the main benefits of using a buy now, pay later provider for a merchant is getting new customers, increasing conversion rate, and increasing average order value. If you go to a website of any of these BNPL providers like Affirm, Afterpay, and Klarna, it's all sunshine and roses. You increase your sales and you live happily ever after. So let's talk about something that most of them won't: the risks associated with the BNPL services. Number 1, costs. When you use a BNPL service, you will be paying about 2 or 3% more in transaction fees than compared to regular credit card transactions. That is a significant difference, and you will need to account for it, especially if your profit margins are thin. If you're able to get the conversion rate and AOV increases of 20 to 50%, then that increased fee is likely very well worth it. However, you will need to pay close attention to all of your numbers to accurately calculate your gains or your losses. Number 2, costs over time. One of the most significant concerns is the fact that many BNPL models may not be financially sustainable over time, which means that the terms and costs of their plans may be subject to change in the very near future. All major credit card issuers are actively expanding into the BNPL space right now, which will put pressure on smaller specialized platforms. As the industry matures, these companies are likely to start charging either higher merchant fees or higher interest rates. That means that BNPL may not be a long-term offering for some merchants, but it also means that now is a good time for merchants to take advantage of these services before prices go up. Number 3, reputation and retention rate. For many consumers, seeing a BNPL option on your site may increase their excitement about buying from you. If the checkout and payment experience is simple and easy, it will increase their satisfaction level with your store, and as a result, you will see higher retention rates. However, if a shopper has a bad experience with a BNPL provider that you are working with, it may reflect poorly on your business. That's why it's important to research providers' policies on hidden fees, interest payments, and late fees. The fewer surprises, the better. Number 4, currency fluctuations in cross-border payments. One other concern is the interaction between BNPL and currency exchange rates in cross-border payments. Over the duration of the installment plan, the exchange rate between the customer's currency and the merchant's currency may change. Merchants should know in advance whether they or their customers will be asked to compensate for significant changes in exchange rates. For now, the default arrangement seems to be that the BNPL provider absorbs the cost of detrimental changes and the benefits of positive changes. However, you should check the policies of the BNPL provider that you are using or considering. Now that you understand the potential benefits and risks of BNPL, I want to give you a clear list of questions that you should be asking as you evaluate each provider. I've also linked a short PDF with all of these questions in the video description too, so go download it for easy reference. Question number 1. Does the buy now, pay later solution work for my type of business? Does the provider have a successful track record of working with businesses in your industry that are similar in size to yours? Large merchants, for example, will want to make sure that a BNPL provider can accommodate their sales volume, especially during peak cycles, without crashing. Small businesses should consider the ease of implementing and managing the BNPL solution so it doesn't overwhelm their human resources. For an e-commerce business, you should check if the provider offers a direct tech integration with your platform that's easy to implement. And if you have both online and brick-and-mortar stores, you will want to consider a provider who has omni-channel capabilities. Question number 2. What impact will BNPL have on my bottom line? As we just discussed, many businesses that offer BNPL options to their customers see gains in cart conversion, average order value, and customer acquisition. What you'll need to evaluate is what kind of gain you're looking at with each provider that you consider, and what are the associated fees, so you can estimate the effect on the bottom line of your business. Question number 3. How can BNPL expand my customer base? As we just saw in examples with Priceline and Macy's, BNPL options can attract new customers in a variety of ways. Many BNPL providers, including Affirm, Afterpay, and Klarna, have shopping apps with millions of members who are active shoppers, and downloads of these apps have exploded in the last 2 years. When you partner with one of these BNPL providers, you can appear in their app as a participating merchant and gain exposure to potential new customers. Afterpay Day by Afterpay is another example of how a BNPL provider can help you grow your customer base. This provider organizes Afterpay Day once a year and gets lots of their merchants to offer deep discounts. It's sort of like another Black Friday day that happens mid-year. All participating merchants, and there are thousands of them, market this as Afterpay Day to their audiences, so many shoppers come to expect this sale and use the Afterpay app to go and search for the best deals, creating another avenue for your brand to get discovered by new customers. Question number 4. Is the BNPL solution flexible enough to engage the most customers? To accurately answer this question, you will want to look at the provider's suite of merchant solutions and cart sizes that they can accommodate. Some providers only offer a plan that splits purchase into 4 payments that are due every 2 weeks, and that's all they offer. And some set a limit for cart sizes that prevents shoppers from using the BNPL option for expensive items. You can also research what types of promotional levers a BNPL provider can help with. For example, extending the 0% APR offers to your customers during peak sale events. As technology continues to improve e-commerce, look for a provider that often innovates to reduce friction at checkout, accelerate time to purchase, and tailor BNPL options so shoppers can pay how they want. Question number 5. How can a BNPL solution help me retain customers? As we've discussed above, the ease of use and positive experience with a BNPL solution will positively impact your store's retention rate. And the opposite is true as well. If customers have a bad experience with a BNPL option on your website, they will not want to return and buy from you again. So research customer satisfaction levels with the providers that you're considering, and also the quality of customer support that they offer, not only to you as the merchant, but also to consumers. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments. Are you already using a BNPL provider or are you considering one? Please share both your positive and negative experiences with BNPL providers in the comments so we can all learn from each other and not make the same mistakes. Also, make sure to check out my video about using NFTs for e-commerce. That's another hot topic right now, and I share multiple examples of NFT use cases for DTC brands in that video. Before you go, don't forget to like this video and support me and my team. These likes really matter a lot. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video.